Hello, guys. This life is not an easy one. You know, the Buddhists say that all life is suffering, and I have a lot of clients that ask me, why does it have to be so painful? Well, it has to be painful because it's the only way that you will learn. For some of us, we have been through our pain, our suffering, our dark nights of the soul, whatever you would like to call it. We've been through those things as children and as teens, and as a result, we have now come to a point in our lives where we have learnt a lot of the lessons that are required to allow life to no longer be one of suffering. Because instead of being reactive to our environments, we are responsive to our environments. And we've learnt this because we have suffered so very much that we've learnt the great blessing that is to control one's inner sphere. This is one of the hardest lessons that you can learn in your entire life, I would say. And it took me going through great suffering and great pain to be able to get to where I am now. And I'm still not an expert. Even just today, even today I was getting angry because of my external environment. For some of you that I'm watching around me now, for some of you, you are about to go through some of the hardest times that you've ever been through. Because every soul that is on this planet has to go through the transformative experience of suffering so that they can learn the lessons of finding peace within yourself, regardless of what is going on in the world. The only way that you can learn to find peace in yourself, regardless of what is going on in the world, is in a time of turmoil, is when you are surrounded by chaos. Because from order, from chaos, comes order. Chaos is also the thing that precedes creation. Order ab chao, order from chaos. The one thing that I could say that will hopefully make you feel a little better if you are about to go or are going through the most hellish time of your life is that I was a child when I went through mine, and I survived. And I didn't only survive, I acquired and gained so much joy through the process, ultimately, that has led me to be where I am now. And I'm very grateful for the pain that I went through, which, if you're suffering now, you will probably think I'm mad. How could one be grateful for the pain that you're suffering, that you're probably suffering now? Well, when we move through the pain and suffering in our lives and we learn from it and we integrate that pain and those lessons and that trauma, we heal from it and it strengthens us. It can be nothing else other than a blessing, because it makes you who you will become. And the pain that I went through made me who I am now. I liken this process a lot to the metamorphosis that a caterpillar would go through. The caterpillar living its normal life, experiencing the joy of being a caterpillar, will at some point go through the tumultuous process of creating its cocoon, something that is thrust upon it by its own environment and through something that is unconscious. And it would create this cocoon and turn to goo. The caterpillar entirely breaks down to something that it never has been before. Like you, it will lose all sense of itself, like I did in my nervous breakdown at the age of 15. I lost all sense of everything. And then from this goo stage, from this state of nothingness, from this baseline of nothingness, you will suddenly rematerialize as something entirely different. And you will have grown wings that you did not have before. And you will have capabilities and visions and perspectives that you couldn't see before when you were upon the ground as a caterpillar. And once you have changed, there is no going back. And I'm very grateful for the wings that I received as a result of the pain I went through, even though it was very difficult at the time. It is a blessing. It was a blessing. Because ultimately, I'm pretty fucking fabulous now. And you will be too. You just have to keep weathering the storm. You just have to keep going. You will be okay. If I could have done this as a child, you'll be okay as an adult. You just have to keep remembering that what comes afterwards, when you keep the faith, when you keep the hope, what comes afterwards will be worth the pain. Good luck.